All right. Welcome, everyone, to another Wellness Wednesday. Today we have another special guest. I'm so excited about today's topic, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what is so important about this to me. Um, but if you haven't heard of us before, or if this is your first time tuning into one of our Wellness Wednesdays, my name is Hannah Khan. I'm the founder of the Bloom Center for Motherhood. We are an exclusive perinatal intensive outpatient center in Texas. We provide intensive mental health counseling for moms with a perinatal mood or anxiety disorder that are pregnant or postpartum and need more than 1 hour once a week therapy to feel better. Our program is virtual, so we can serve moms across the state of Texas and only in Texas because our team is licensed to provide services only in Texas. And every month we do this event called Wellness Wednesday, and our program is our IOP program is very holistic. We're all about treating moms holistically, and so what's really important to us is that when we work with moms who are pregnant, postpartum, and experiencing a perinatal mood or anxiety disorder, we're doing not just talk therapy, but we're incorporating all the other holistic elements. We include experiential art, yoga, mindfulness in our work. And a big component of our work is mother baby attachment and bonding support because we know how important that is for moms, but also how moms sometimes feel clueless on how to do that when they're busy taking care of their own mental health. And so, this particular topic, this Wellness Wednesday for this month, is so particularly important to me. And it comes at a really good time because just this month I was at a conference speaking about um, how touch and play can be so beneficial for mother and baby. And so I'm also a registered play therapist. So I also provide play therapy services for young children. So I bring in the play piece and I want to bring in the play and touch piece with infants because we know, right, that infants, their language of communication is through touch, right? It's very sensory. And so I wanted to bring on today someone really special who does this work, and Liliana Morris, who is she has a center that provides massage for moms, for adults, for pregnant and postpartum, as well as for infants. And so the reason I wanted to bring her on is because this topic of infant massage, growing up, I'm South Asian. I've seen the wisdom in moms, grandmothers using just basic essential oils from their kitchens to be able to do massage. And there's so much wisdom behind this tactile touch and how soothing it is for mother and baby. And we've seen that just for centuries, in different cultures. And I wanted to be able to share that with the moms that are on our page or just the moms that are in our program about how beneficial that could be. So I want to introduce to you Liliana Morris, who's been doing this for a really long time. Liliana, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing and what you've been doing in the infant massage space, especially.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me here. I love and enjoy doing infant massage. It started when I started working on pregnant moms back in 2014. There was a mom that was pregnant with twins, and I helped her feel better. She was in bed rest. But then I started also working on her babies after they were born, and there was such connection. She wasn't that connected to them, so she was looking for that connection. So that inspired me to continue doing this for many more moms to show them how to massage their babies and also to work on their babies if they have torticollitis or they have poor range of motion. So that's the inspiration. And after that, I started working with my own kids. And I felt that after I guess after you get pregnant, it's like accepting that wait a minute, I have a little person here. What I'm supposed to do is a little person. How I'm gonna connect? How we're gonna have this connection? And how I'm gonna show her all these new things? So I took a special class because of that, and I got the chance to take her to that class with me and work with her, practicing all the strokes on babies, and I felt that like she was kind of rejecting me. And I keep asking my professor then like, is what I'm doing something wrong? What can I do? So she showed me how massage can connect and bond not only baby benefits of the massage, but you as a mom as well benefit of this. It's having that touch, just like you touch anybody. It's connecting with them. In this case, with that little person that love you, that looking into your eyes and you feel all the love, even though you don't know them yet. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that's how I started related to infant massage.
Yeah. Oh, I love what you said, when they're looking into your eyes and that love that exists even when you don't know them yet, right? Like they're so little, their personalities are still coming through. You don't know much about them, but there is something so powerful, right, in the touch that we engage in with our babies and how they're receptive to that. In fact, as infants, that is the way babies are going to respond to us, right? Like how we stroke them, how we touch them, the warmth they feel, right? When we bring them close to us, right? There's a lot of tactile sensory communication that's happening. You said something earlier about how when you were practicing it, how you felt like your baby was not quite wanting this or maybe rejecting it or not quite sure. And I think that's another common thing that moms are often wondering, like, am I doing this right? Is like I don't know what cues I'm supposed to be looking for because it feels like she wants it, but I'm not sure. Am I going to hurt my baby? Am I doing this right? And I think some of the common concerns about even starting or doing something like this can be scary for moms, especially moms who are having a lot of anxiety about, caring for their babies, can really worry about that. So talk to us a little bit about kind of how to know, or what are some things to keep in mind when you're wanting to start engaging in this baby massage. What are some things you should keep in mind? What are some things to look for as you're wanting to start this with your baby?
Absolutely. The first thing, just know that this little person, they also need permission before you start touching them, right? So it's looking into their eyes and just start talking to them, like establish a conversation just like you're talking to somebody else. Tell them how much you love them, that you don't know them yet, but you want to know them more. So look into to your eyes and move your hands, even though they cannot see clearly. The closer you get to their face, just move your little fingers and say by their name, for example, Lizzie, would you like me to massage you? I love you. I want to connect with you. And then if you, some of the cues that you're looking for is establishing that connection with the eyes. If they starting like turning away, maybe they're not ready yet, but that doesn't mean that they don't want it. They always want to be touched, especially by you, mama. The other one, the best time to massage a baby is when they wake up, when they're fully awake, when they're in the alert mode. Uh, so know when they're like fussy and or crying, you don't want to overstimulate them. Um, and definitely a lot of hugs. That's a big one. I mean, this is the first establishment of love and connecting. Just hugging them. So that's
Yeah.
some of the cues that you're looking for to start that massage.
Yeah, yeah. I think you brought up some really good points, like how they're responding to your eye contact and also like when they're fully awake and alert. And you said something about stimulating them. So it sounds like when we are like, I think for adults, right, when we get a massage, it's like, oh, it's very soothing. I could take a nap after this. Like this is,
Mhm.
it's very relaxing. um in with infants, it sounds like you're looking for them to be awake, you're looking to not stimulate them, and sounds like massage can overstimulate babies. And so talk to us a little bit about what that stimulation looks like. When is it healthy and when is it not?
It's healthy when because we're gonna do all these strokes and it's gonna stimulate their nervous system, which is gonna help to kind of calm them down. And remember, they can feel you, mom, too. Like if you're nervous, they're gonna get they're nervous too. One of the things that I suggest too is to start before you start, take a deep breath and try to relax. Picture yourself on the best place that you feel relaxed. I don't know, perhaps the best vacation you have. Just bring those memories to your mind, and then you can start connecting with them, and then you will stimulate their nervous system, their digestive system, their immune system, which is very important at this time. You want a baby to be ready for everything out there, any colds coming. Um, so that's how you can stimulate on a good sense, basically. On the other sense, overstimulating them, like I say earlier, you don't want to massage them when they're not ready for it, when they're hungry, or when they are colicky or gas, or when they're turning away. You gotta learn to respect that too, that little person also. Even though they don't talk, but they can express themselves by you will see those cues.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. Like making sure we have some sort of permission, like they're ready, they're engaging, reciprocating that engagement, and then paying attention to how they're responding. How long would you say a baby massage should be?
Baby massage, we usually do it about 20 to 30 minutes. You don't want to do more than that. But you can do less than that. That's fine. You can start with just the feet or the legs. Or even if you know that your baby's colicky and gassy, just do the routine on their tummy, which is gonna.
Mm, I see. That's interesting. So if they're colicky and gassy, doing some routine, some massage, just focusing on that is better, to help them kind of release some tension in those systems. You said something earlier about immune system. Talk to me a little bit about how this can activate or help, loosen up that system.
So massage in general, even though for adults or anybody, you activate all the body systems. So by the immune system is connecting, releasing, even though or yeah, all the tension that we trap, babies do trap tension too, just by the way that they're laying, like drinking milk, they build up tension. So by releasing tension, it will help baby to get ready for a cold for and then when they get a cold, it's easier for baby to receive. For example, if they get a runny nose or a cough, their muscles are released and they don't have so much tension on their neck or their chest or their back, making it even worse. So that's they're ready for whatever it comes. That's the part of the immune system that we're activating.
Oh, I see. So it helps release tension so that whatever intervention that we're providing, they're able to receive that well.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's interesting. I never knew that could be a system that massage could activate. That's really cool.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Digestive system, yeah, respiratory system, all the systems are ready for it, for anything that comes,
Yeah.
supporting that immune system.
Yeah, yeah. And we're definitely hitting right flu season here shortly. And so I think this is a great tip, to incorporate. So you mentioned that massage should be no more than about 20 to 30 minutes. And would you say that changes as, is it even less for younger babies? Like what would you say would be for like like up to 3 months? Like would you say that's the same 30 minutes or
I
would you say
think
it
it's
would
the
be different?
same. Yeah, I
Okay.
will say it's the same, and you can increase actually to an hour. The older they
Mm-hmm.
get, the older
Mm-hmm.
you can increase that. And the best time to do it, also, I forgot to mention, is maybe you can create a routine and do it before a bath. That will be the best time. They're ready to for the massage. Then you give them a bath, and they're ready to sleep the, at night. It will be better for them to actually have a longer uh,
Mm.
or of I mean, a long sleep instead of being like 2 to 3 hours. Of course, they have to wake up and eat, but that will be easier also for mom not to be like all the time, oh, my baby just woke up again. What I'm gonna do? But that helps to regulate the nervous system.
Ah, so it is indeed relaxing as well. So even though we
Yeah.
want to do it when they're awake and alert, it still does help the body relax. And then it's a good time to do it is like right before, in that bedtime routine, not quite bedtime, but leading up to bedtime is a good time to do it so they can have more restful sleep.
Right. And it's good
Okay.
for mama too, because those nights they get so rough.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Talk to us a little bit about what your experience has been with moms who've engaged in infant massage. So we're seeing some really great benefits for baby. What have you seen in your experience, how this has helped moms?
Moms, like I say, that it helps to connect, to bond, because I think that we all go through that, especially new moms. That you're meeting this new person that came out of you, like how this could happen. You process this in your mind, like, is this my baby? I can't believe this is my baby. So it's connecting, looking into their eyes, and mamas have told me like finally I was able kind of to feel like this is my baby. It's not my
Mm.
nephew or my niece. But by working with them, by looking at them and getting like a reaction, a smile, that's the connection that they were looking for. So they're like, thank you so much. Or also another thing that we see is the reflux, gas, digestion. They get constipated by doing that routine on the abdomen. They have helped them a lot. Sometimes moms don't know what to do. They cannot calm their baby, especially new moms. They try to hold them up. That's the only way to do it. But they're here. They are really tired and exhausted. So that helps. They have come to tell me like, thank you so much, because that basically changed my mind, my life right now, just by doing incorporating that to bed routine. um, I can sleep, my baby feel better, their digestion is better, they just have a blow up diaper after I work on their tummy. um, so that's the best, to have those moms to come back later on and say thank you so much. I didn't know that massage can actually do all these things.
Yeah, it sounds like it not only helps with moms engaging, connecting with babies in a very different way that's still engaging for them because babies aren't talking to us, right? Like our toddlers might be. So
Right.
the way they're going to engage is going to be very different. But not only that kind of attachment piece where they're able to engage with them, but also there's things that babies experience that are uncomfortable and that causes them to be upset or cry or be restless. And that naturally can impact mom who's trying to soothe baby, who's trying to help baby find relief. And sometimes it's just like gas and things like that. Colic, those are just really things that chronically are happening and it sounds like engaging in some of these massage routines can really help babies find relief from some of those conditions, which can ultimately then help moms feel more at ease that their baby is also relieved from these.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty, again, I think pretty powerful how many different ways this is working, for moms, not only with engagement and bonding and attachment, but also physical relief, and physical activation of certain systems, that's really helpful. And baby, their bodies are so tiny, right? It doesn't take much probably to activate their systems, with that with massage.
Yeah, just by working on babies myself, sometimes they bring them because they have like torticollitis, which is that their tension on their neck. They're laying a lot on one side. So when I work on these babies, they respond pretty quick uh, compared to like an adult. Their muscles, I just start working with them, and they just fall asleep. And then when they pick them up, babies, you can see their posture is like relaxed. It's like it's not like this. Usually babies sometimes they get like that with all the tension. So we're changing lives just by showing moms how to interact with their babies with touch, with love, with connecting through your hands, through your eyes, through your sensory. Um, I mean, that's so special to me just to see the connection with moms.
Yeah, I love that. What you mentioned this a couple times, how babies build tension in their necks. I think as adults, we know that I know I build tension in my shoulders and my neck when I'm overwhelmed or stressed. It sounds like babies can do that too because of the position they probably lay in more often. Or because, like you said, by feeding and bottle feeding and things like that can cause some of that. And if we're able to address some of that, that releases a lot of that tension. I didn't even think about that. this reminds me of a story of when I was postpartum and I was in the hospital when my first daughter was born. They actually had a massage therapist go around the labor and delivery floor to provide like just a brief, I think it was like a 15-minute massage um, for the moms on the floor. And so I remember when she came into my room and I'm laying down, right? So I'm not getting up or anything. But it was so simple. She just massaged my neck and my upper shoulders, and it was so relaxing and soothing. And she was like, "Yeah, you've got a lot of buildup here, and you're on this." And I had a C-section, so I'm in bed for quite a bit of time, and I'm stressed and overwhelmed as a first-time mom, and so just it reminded me, like, yeah, we build a lot of tension in this area, and we forget babies could as well, and how, like you said, very quickly they respond so well, their little tiny bodies, that once you're able to perhaps put pressure or massage the right places, the right routine that starts to open up for them too, and they start feeling relief, and perhaps they sleep better, they're more mobility, and those systems start to open up. And it sounds like it really overall it helps them function better too.
Yeah, I have also some moms that they come back and they ask for help, like they're brand new moms, like, and they're like, I don't know what to do. My baby cries all the time. Is there anything that I can do? And they just have come here to get a massage, right, for postpartum. They were not coming for infant massage because a lot of people are not aware of the powerful of infant massage, what it can do. So then I showed them little routines that they can do, but also it's important to show moms like how for them to relax, which is very hard because you don't sleep. So it's important for moms to relax first, so that baby can sense that, oh, okay, because they're connected. Baby sense when you're sad, when you're crying, when you're tired, exhausted, they get more fussy. So one good thing that I would like to show moms is to try to take a deep breath when you're overwhelmed. And even though if you're not overwhelmed, but take a little time, 5 minutes, sitting in the bed, your baby's laying next to you, and just take a deep breath and breathe out through your mouth. You want to feel all these muscles and your muscles on your shoulders to release. When you're doing that, you're releasing all the tension, all the exhaustion of not sleeping well. Moving your shoulders back, that helps a lot. Just take 2 or 3 minutes. And when you feel that, if you do it right now, you can actually start feeling it. How that tension, even though you're not getting a massage, but at least you're getting that oxygen on your muscles and you're transmitting that to your baby. And that baby will be ready even more for that special time massage.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that tip. I think that we could all use that and really pay attention to, how we're breathing, how overwhelmed we are and how our breath can really change how we're feeling in the moment. On that note, tell us a little bit about maybe one or two things that, moms that are tuning in today can start practicing immediately with their babies. Like they can, start doing this as soon as they're done watching and incorporate some simple, basic massage routine in their day to day. What would you suggest? What's a good starting place for that?
I will say one of the things that I show the moms is to start with the feet. And I have my little baby here. Her name is Lucy. And so I'm going to show you what to do with the feet. That's something that everybody can do. Um, so you grab the feet and obviously use a little bit of coconut oil or cooking oil that you have at home, like 1 or 2 drops on your palm of your hand. And then you rub it. Remember, before you start, remember to talk to your baby, look at the eyes, and say, put your hands like that and say, baby Lizzie, I'm gonna give you a massage. Are you ready for it? Would you like me to work on your feet? And then you establish that connection. After that, then you're gonna make a C shape, and then you're gonna start grabbing that feet, and you're gonna do this. You're gonna pull like that. That's one of the strokes that I like to use. There's so many nerve endings on the feet that you stimulate the whole body just by working on their feet. And you don't have to do the whole body, but you can start by this. After that, you can count like 10 strokes, 1, 2, 3, slowly. the pressure you want. It's just like it like a dime. Put a dime on your hand before that, and that's the pressure you want. You don't want to put too much pressure, not less pressure. After that, you're gonna grab each toe, get all the floss around those little toes, and you do between circles on each one and go around each one. Then after that, you're gonna do the milking. So you're gonna do that. That's gonna help you. And I'm grabbing my baby like this because it's my doll, of course. But you want your baby to be actually on top of your legs and put a pillow underneath, and then make sure always that you have that connection with your baby. That's some of the ones that I like to show moms on their feet, and also you can do the leg. So you can do that's one of the ones. Grab one, go with the other hand, very gentle. You go all the way to the where the leg starts, and then you go the other way. You can do about 6 strokes for each one. Then you move to the next one. That's one of the ones that I like to show. And also the tummy one. Um, Make sure always to stay away from the rib cage. And you're gonna do like circular motion, and you're gonna do like a clockwise. So you can do that. Remember always to keep talking to your baby. I love you. You are my everything. I'm sorry I haven't been able to connect with you, but I hope that this helped you. And then you incorporate the other hand. And remember, baby's on this position and you're looking at your baby like that. I'm just trying to show you here what to do. So clockwise, and then you're gonna draw a I love you word. So you're gonna start on that right side underneath the ribs. You're gonna go all the way. You're gonna draw an I, and we're gonna go backwards, like you're writing backwards. I, and then you draw an L backwards. We're moving the little intestine, helping move all the gas, all that trap in there. Then we go an O. Oh, and then you finish with the U. And then while you start doing it, you can say the same thing. I love you. And look to the eyes also. That's something that I like to do. Uh, that's that's the most stimulating part I would say that they need. Um, their hands is the other one. You can grab the little hands, even though their face are closed. It's okay. You can open it. Even though they try to close it, you want to try to keep opening it and working on those. There's, again, just like the feet, there's so many nerve endings on the hands as well. And you do kind of the same thing that you do on the feet, you can do it on the hand.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that all sounds so sweet and so soothing just by watching you do it. I'm like, oh, that must be real nice to experience. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I hope the moms that are watching this as a recording are able to take note and practice this on their own at home. Doesn't require anything. Like you said, something as simple as olive oil, some cooking oil, just rub it in your palm. And you don't need any special fancy tools for this.
Yeah.
Really easy. Just go to your kitchen, grab, an oil that works for your family and start with that. But you want some kind of oil-based material, substance to be able to move through smoothly on baby's skin. How about like lotions and stuff? Are those okay as well?
Ideally, we recommend only like cooking oil.
Okay.
Lotions, they get fragrance, and sometimes baby can be
Mm,
allergic to that. So
okay.
always cooking oil will be the best. Make sure that you always test it also on their babies. So a
Mm,
little time before you start, you can just put a little bit on their leg and see the reaction of it. You can use coconut oil, you can use avocado, grapeseed, whichever of your preference, or whatever you have in the kitchen.
yeah.
What it
Yeah.
matters is that you start trying and connecting. It doesn't matter. You start on the feet, and that's all you can do for a day. That's okay. You can incorporate the other parts of the body the next days.
Yeah. And I love how you reminded, throughout your demonstration, you're looking at baby, you're engaging while you're doing this. And even if, you're not talking the whole time, just making eye contact and just noticing baby and paying attention to the cues, right? That itself is engagement, right? You don't, even if you're not talking the entire
Right.
time,
Yeah,
but even just engaging, making eye contact, smiling, that is good enough.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just I mean, just the touch, it has a lot to do, even to ourselves. Just let's like somebody put the hands on your shoulders, just establish without saying anything, even though if it's your husband, the person you love, just by doing that, you're establishing that connection. Just by touch. Touch has a meaningful and powerful tool for anybody.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Well, thank you so much, Liliana. We are almost at the end of our time. I want to make sure the moms on here know where to reach you. So if you are looking to make an appointment for yourself, for your baby, or to learn more, Liliana has an Instagram page, Lily's Healing Hands. Is that right? And
Yes.
that's where you can find more information. We'll be sure to tag her and add her in the notes here under the episode. But definitely reach out to her if you're looking for some more services in terms of massage for yourself or for your baby. And if you have any other questions, feel free to post them underneath this, and we'll try to answer them as we get them. Thank you, Liliana. Anything else you'd like to share before we wrap up today?
Just tell moms that you got these. You just take 1 or 2 minutes out of your day. Remember to take a deep breath also, trying to relax, even though it's so hard. I know we're all been to those days. But just establishing that connection with your baby, it changes your world. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much, Liliana. This is so helpful, and I'm sure the moms are going to be so delighted to be able to get started with this. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right.